Here we are in Greece on the Mediterranean Sea for the Mediterranea Metal Cruise.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat and we're going to talk about it and show you around. Stay tuned. Yeah.
Are you looking for that last-minute festival essential? Or maybe you just want to travel light to get your whole camping setup when you arrive on site? The good news is that Fat Frank's Camping Shop will take care of all your festival camping essential needs. From camping chairs to blow-up airbeds, cosy duvets to festival cooking sets, Fat Frank has it all. And what's more, Fat Frank offers a click and collect service at several UK festivals. So head to fatfrankscampingshop.com to order now, or visit Fat Frank and the lads at your favourite festival. Fat Frank's Camping Shop, the official sponsors of Festpod, the Unofficial Rock Festival guide.
Welcome to Festpod.
Hello.
Now, this is a bit different. We are on beautiful cruise ship in the Mediterranean Sea. What's the name of the ship?
Celestial Discovery.
Okay. And we've just left Crete after is it day 3?
It is day 3.
Okay.
You do lose track of time with a boat, don't you?
Yeah. And I have to say, just food-wise, because that's all that's on my mind at the minute, I am as full as a bull's bum.
Wow. That is full.
I'm probably going to put on all the weight that I lost.
Hey, if you can't do that whilst you're on holiday, what's it for, really? Let's be honest.
Sure. I mean, you know, there's ways of doing it again. Anyway, so we are here for the Mediterranean Metal Cruise, and we are cruising. It's happened. It's happening.
We are. We're cruising at about 18 knots towards the beautiful Isle of Santorini.
Now, we've just had a little moment at the front of the ship where we've stood. There's like, if you can imagine a sort of windscreen on the top deck of the ship, and there's a space where you can stand in front of that, and it is windy as fuck.
It's certainly a wake-up spot, isn't it? It was. I even took my hair out my bobble, and
yeah,
I just, you know, I was like a L'Oreal advert.
Yeah,
I was worth it.
There you were. There's. I mean, I've never really been at sea before. Not like this. You know, I've been on a ferry across to the Isle of Man, but it's not really the same thing. And there's nobody out here. There's a couple of ships in the distance somewhere, but it's very isolating. Except the fact that you're with about 1,000 people and on the same vessel.
It was incredible standing at the front, at the bow of the ship.
Yes.
Looking at nautical terms, looking over to sea, and just I had to go with the telescope, and just there was one other ship, which was probably about 10-15 miles off in a distance, and other than that, there was no land around us, in front of us, at the sides of us. Obviously, we had Crete behind us, but there was just nothing. It was just an absolute sense of just isolation and calm.
Yeah.
And it was just the only place on the entire ship that you felt the speed you're moving at.
Yeah.
Because you can see the ocean rushing underneath.
Rushing past us, yeah. And whilst we were doing that, the growling, there was a sort of class going on, isn't there?
The Growl vocal seminar.
Vocal seminar, is it?
Yeah, that's 3 classes. This was day 3.
So it's if you want to learn how to growl like a proper metal musician. James Hetfield was the example, wasn't he?
He was, yes. Yeah, about how he gets his distortion in his growl. And it was all about how you use your mouth and your breath to get it. It was really interesting.
It was quite full as well. Lots of people in there wanting to, including actually some musicians who've been performing this weekend.
I did spot a couple of bands actually who were in there. They were joining in with the examples and doing it, and I thought that's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're always looking to just improve and help out their own technique.
Well, I mean, just because you get booked for a gig on a stage on a cruise ship doesn't mean you know it all. You know. There's still room for lessons on how to growl and stuff like that. I don't think there's any harm in that.
Every day's a lesson in life, isn't it?
Of course it is.
It's really phenomenal. I was impressed with how busy it was down there.
So we are, if you're listening to this podcast, we are currently seated at the back, aft of the ship. I'm looking at the smokestacks, as I'm calling them, Titanic style.
It is a stack. It's the ship's funnels, yeah.
The funnels, there you go, that's probably a better word. And I'm looking at I'm going to use this term again, the poop deck. I don't know if that's right or not, but I just like saying it. And it's there's like a sort of little bar just next to us, and below us there's the restaurant deck.
Just watching some people eating their steaks and their seafood, and
the pork belly was particularly good.
Love a pork belly, don't you?
I love a pork belly. So, still, I mean, do you know? I want to talk about the bands last night, actually. So we had the Versatile band, metal band, who were on, and they were, I think did we decide they were French or Switzerland? They were Swiss, because they were speaking French, but we couldn't figure out whether they were actually French. But then they said on stage, "Oh, we're from Switzerland," so that would have been the key, I think. But they were amazing. Just for me, the band of the trip so far, black metal. All, in cowls, and they were in face paint. There was black, yeah, and with the sort of the scary contact lenses, and all of that. Just an incredible show to watch.
Didn't they have a beer barrel as well?
Yeah, there was a guy who came on halfway through the set to bang with a stick on a beer barrel, and just so much fun. And the vocalist came round and touched everybody up. I mean, in a sort of metal way, not in a sort of an inappropriate way.
This wasn't like a Me Too moment.
No. He came and grabbed me at some point, and I did enjoy it. I'm not going to lie.
Is it metal to grab you by the crotch?
Hey. Sorry, there is air rushing past my ears as well, in my defence.
I said, is it metal for you to get grabbed by the crotch?
Well, I don't really want that, to be honest. I'm not here for that, to be honest.
Okay, so we didn't do that to you?
They didn't do that.
Just to be clear.
The bass for that performance was so vibrational that it was shaking loose particles from the ceiling of the bit that we were in, and we were at the end of it, the table and us and all of our stuff was covered in bits.
Wow.
And apparently the floor below, that was apparently for normal people, they were having some sort of violin performance, and it was disturbed by the bass of Versatile.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Fair play, Versatile.
Yeah, some confused pensioners, I should imagine, on that floor, trying to enjoy a bit of I Will Always Love You in violin.
I mean, I hoped that some of these came upstairs then and started rocking out with headbanging.
Well, we have seen a lot of confused pensioners on the top deck here, just sort of wondering, let's have a wander around, let's have a little look around, Marjorie, and see what's on the pool deck.
But it's been weird because I've seen a couple of couples, and like in one of the groups, the husband stopped and he'd look at the stage and he'd start headbanging and tapping his toes. You're thinking, he's a closet metalhead.
Well, even the crew were getting in on it.
Crew are loving it. All the bar staff, maitre d's to the restaurant,
people who look like they're driving the ship.
Cruise directors, probably some officers from the bridge have come down, and they've been giving it the horns, they've been giving it all, and they've been loving life.
They really have. So it just goes to show that metal is a lot more popular than what's going on the floor below.
Absolutely. Can I just say as well, before you move on to the second band of last night, I'm having a really nice time.
You are?
I'm having a really nice time.
Tell me why.
I just feel so relaxed. I feel so just at one with everything. The people we're cruising with are phenomenal. We've met some great people from all around Europe and across North America. Speaking to a group from Chicago quite a lot. And You know, everybody's just been wonderful, and it's been a strange experience. My first cruising experience.
Yeah.
Probably not your first cruising experience, Neil.
Oh, shut
but
up.
My first cruising experience, and it's really shocked me. And okay, this isn't your standard everyday cruise. I know not every cruise is like this, but for the people that are here for Mediterranea Metal Cruise, everybody's just been wonderful, and it's been very. I think you said earlier it's not like a normal metal gig or festival, because everybody's still like on pool lounges or around the tables or the pool bar. And they
There
just
was
having a good
moshing last
time.
night, I have to say.
But like the daytime bands, everybody's just sat and chilled, having a beer at the tables.
Yeah.
They're still headbanging.
They're having breakfast with us.
Yeah.
You know, they're not separated off into some artist area.
Yeah.
They're passengers like we are.
Yeah, and they're loving it as well for what it is. I just think it's been quite the experience. And I'm sorry to disturb your flow. But
Not at all. I wasn't mid-flow. You're fine.
Clamp it off.
So we've had some lovely chats with people that were audience members with. Some great vantage points to actually watch the band, because even here on the top deck, there's another bit you can go up to, sort of deck 11, I guess. Just a little sort of walkaway around the top. Great place to watch the bands from. If you're not restricted in any way.
Oh, absolutely. You can get right up close to the stage.
Yeah. You really can.
They got a couple of security guys on, but like all they've done is to ask one woman to get down off the edge of the pool in case she fell in.
Really?
Other than that, it's been that chill. But yeah, you can watch it from the pool deck, get out to deck 11, watch it from above, which you can literally walk around the entire ship on deck 11, so you can watch from the fronts, the sides, the back.
Yeah, everywhere.
And it's just incredible. And you know what? I was really worried about what the sound would be like on a cruise ship with the swirling winds when we're out at sea.
Yeah.
But it's been incredible. The sound guys are doing an incredible job, I feel.
Oh, the sound is incredible. Is it Luca, his name, the engineer? And yeah, just a great bunch of lads. And Gustav, the DJ.
DJ Gustav. Wonderful.
From Sweden.
Keeping it from Gothenburg in Sweden. Keeping the metal party going. And it's just...
He's doing really well, by the way. He doesn't look tired at all. He's probably half our age, but he's doing some karaoke and some disco until like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
and then he's back on very early.
Yeah,
for everything else.
He's going
on
in about 2 hours sleep a night at most, because he came to. He went to Kusadasi with us yesterday, didn't he?
He did,
and he said he got to bed about 3:30, 4:45. And obviously we had to be off the boat at 6:20, I think it was.
Yeah. So
he managed about an hour. So I think he did have a little kip on the bus as well, but didn't we all?
Yeah, it was a tiring day, to be fair. My app says that I walked 5 miles in that day and did 13,000 steps.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I quite believe it.
Around a Roman toilet facility. So yeah, it isn't like, I don't think you can really successfully compare it to an ordinary festival experience. It is totally different. Apart from obviously you've got bands on. You've got...
At the moment, you've got a jam session going on stage. You might be able to hear it in the background slightly. It's basically the bands are just giving up their instruments who are playing, and they're just inviting anybody who can play up on stage to have a bit of a jam. Some of the band members are getting up and having a jam, and it's just so. It's just like, yeah, there's my fucking guitar, go for it. And it's my mind's blown.
Yeah. I mean, let's compare it to something that we know. Somewhere like Download, somewhere like Bloodstock, places we've camped, and they're absolutely... I mean, sometimes you get a bit comfortable at Download or Bloodstock in the campsites, and you feel like, oh, this is quite nice. I'm comfortable. You know, I know where everything is, and I've got some chums around me to chat to, and I've got some bands I want to see later on. Here, you feel kind of international. if you could pick that up and plonk it on a moving space on the sea, I mean, like I say, you just can't really compare them. You're not talking about dirty toilets or You know, your every whim is catered for.
Absolutely. I mean, you finish a beer, somebody clears your glass away, actual glass as well.
Yeah.
And then if you want another, they bring you another one. And it's just incredible. Just food to grab whenever you want. That's all included. Whether it's a gyros or a burger or your sit-down meal in the restaurant below us, and it's just. You can just do things on your time, and it doesn't matter. Everything is contained within this, couple of 100 tons of steel, and you can get anywhere on this boat within a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
and it's just a wonderful experience of no rushing, no stress. And I wasn't going to say, but I didn't make it all the way last night because our excursion into Turkey really took it out of me, and I could no longer walk. So I actually slept 12 hours last night.
Oh,
when have
congratulations!
you ever slept 12 hours at a music festival?
Well, the swaying of the boat probably helps, I should imagine.
I've not even felt it. I'm not feeling it at all.
It's not significant. I mean, we're on a massive vessel. So it's not, you're not on a little shipping, like a little fishing boat or something, or a little, the boats that land Udno where you sort of go out to to see the glass bottom boats.
Yeah.
To see. It's nothing like that. You can stand up quite happily and walk down the corridor without hitting the sides of it. But I mean, people pay for VIP. Well, we're talking luxury here. Let's not fuck about.
We are, yeah.
You are talking a high, very high level of luxury, given some of the things that we've seen on this cruise, like the food, the experience from the staff, being waited at tables. So, real luxury. And if you're paying for luxury at an ordinary field, as I'm now going to call it, festival, then you can pay thousands to stay in Download.
I was thinking you could pay as much as you would per person for in a cabin here as you would for some of the VIP experiences at UK festivals.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, how much are we talking for one of those? Right, imagine I don't even know, right? But I'm thinking one of those caravans that they have at Download. The sort of big American style Airstream. Yeah, that's it. What are we talking for one of them? About $5,000?
I think they're about five grand-ish, yeah. And that's that. Stick 4 people in there, can't you? I think. What is it? 2? I know the different sizes, haven't they? But you're talking several £1,000s, and you could do this for. Well, you could do it for less money, you could pay a bit more, and you would pay the same amount of money, and get a luxury suite here. So. Yes, okay, you've got to think about flights and stuff over, but flights can be very, very cheap. I think one of our flights cost us 30 quid each. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the same as travelling to a festival, isn't it, in the UK?
Well, that's it. That you've got this stuff around it that you'd have to pay for, like you would at any other festival. But, I mean, fair enough, you're not going to see as many bands.
No.
You can see absolutely every single band on the lineup here, and you wouldn't see as many bands as you'd see at a field festival, purely because they haven't booked as many, because there are other things that going on the ship that they want to allow a bit of time for.
It's that nice balance between metal festival / gig and time to actually chill, and because festivals for some people are their yearly holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are people I know who go to Download and that's their yearly holiday, and it doesn't feel like a holiday because you come away from it on the Monday morning and you feel like you need 2 weeks off work just to recover.
Oh, definitely. I've been to Download some years and not fucking enjoyed it a bit.
Yeah.
Like I can think of at least 2 years where that's been. I mean, both years I was camping, in mud.
So when you're balls deep in mud, it does ruin the experience a little bit. Some people say it makes it, but it doesn't. And as we get older, Neil, I feel like we should be enjoying the finer things in life.
But if you're seriously thinking about something that you could double as a holiday and metal festival, I think that you'd be hard pushed to find something better than this, really.
Absolutely, and you can quite easily extend it. Well, once you get back to port, you could quite easily have another week in Greece for
that's true,
for not a lot of money. So if you wanted to break away as well, You could we put this in the middle of it. A bit of time before, a bit of time after. Be a lovely little interlude to your holiday.
But just to explain how that works for us, we flew to Greece, and that's where the port was, which is where we got on. But then we set off to an island.
Mykonos,
Then we went to Turkey.
Kusadasi.
And then we went to Crete.
No, we went to Patmos.
Patmos, sorry. Then Crete.
Then Crete.
And we're going to Santorini next.
Yeah.
So all these places, and obviously we'll end up in Athens again to come off. But all these places, you can get off the boat. You don't have to go on an excursion, but you can just get off at each port, have a little look around, enjoy yourself for a bit, get on by the time you need to get back on. And, you're doing a little tour of the Mediterranean as well, which is fantastic for the money.
Yeah, it is. And I've never been to Greece before, and
I haven't.
Really, I've always wanted to come and come to multiple islands, and this has given me that experience, albeit only short period of time at each. It's enough of a taste to know where I would like to go back to and what I'd like to see more of. So yeah, no, it's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. Huge thanks to Mediterranea Metal Cruise for inviting Festpod to cover the event. We've absolutely loved it, and we couldn't recommend it more. It's the kind of thing that if you're looking for something that's a bit of luxury and will, like I say, double as a holiday. I mean, I'm just looking behind me now. The trail. I don't know what would you call it? Wash behind the ship. Wake. There you go. Behind the ship, and I still haven't quite wrapped my head around it. This is where we are and this is what we're doing. Because when you go to regular festivals, whether they're in a field or at a venue somewhere. And then to come to this, it is a mindfuck, and it is really tricky to get your head around. But this is what your money gets you. So we've there's so much in terms of not just bands, not just visiting, the islands, but on the ship as well. There's a casino on the boat. I haven't made myself. I haven't made use of the facilities in the casino.
I've been tempted.
There's a gym, which we weren't going to use.
Gin?
GYM.
Gin.
And we've seen a couple of people in there, and, it's not busy, it's not massive, it's just a small room. It's even if you weren't coming, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but there's people on this cruise who are just here for the cruise experience. They're not here for the metal festival, and we're all here on the same boat. We on the getting off the excursion bus or no, it wasn't. It was when you did your walk around tour
in Mykonos.
Yeah. Because you hosted that, didn't you?
I did. Was the guide for the walking tour.
You were the guide.
Yes. I am available for other walking tours across the world.
I bet you are. And we were waiting for the coach to get back on towards the ship, and people behind me said that they must have spotted us as metalheads. I mean, we must be fucking obvious.
I'd say so.
And this American lady said to me, "Don't you think it's odd that they put the Jesus freaks on with their metalheads?"
I love the accent, and I love you direct quoting it as well.
That's literally what she said to me. And I says, "Oh, do we have Jesus freaks?" I said, "Yeah, we're the Jesus freaks."
It's that mix of Satan meets Jesus.
And my response was just, we can all live together happily. What do you say? I mean,
but the point is, I don't want to use the term Jesus freaks. But
I wouldn't say that.
But she called themselves that, so we'll take that as a direct quote because it was. I heard her say it to you. So the Jesus freaks, but we're living in harmony. There's been no. It's like
it's not like a regular gig. Everyone's relaxed.
Nobody's tried to convert us.
Not yet. Although we did spot that they were having a mass in one of the bars here. They were having like a Sunday service.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because if you invite people like that, or if they're here as part of a churchy tour, they're going to have somewhere to do all that.
Absolutely, yeah.
It wasn't in everyone's faces.
No.
It was away somewhere, but we just spotted it, didn't we? And so it's a real mix of people from all over the world, and you'll meet some really interesting people. We were just having a chat with a guy from, where was he from?
Gary from Chicago.
From Chicago,
Yeah.
and he was an old-time rocker. And just the stories that you hear from people. I mean, these are people you wouldn't ever meet.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, we go to a lot of festivals and talk to a lot of people, but these are people with completely different backgrounds and stories, except they're into rock and metal.
Yeah. And I think that the thing for that particular gentleman was the fact that UK metal is what did it for him.
Really?
Yeah, and I've just been able to talk about kind of our experiences in the UK with UK metal and what my background was and how I grew up with it, and listening to the certain bands that my dad had listened to, and just how lucky I am that that was there so young for me. There was no, I didn't, I went through a period of time in my life where I had to find myself a little bit because of outside influences. But no, I think just being able to have those real conversations, just sitting on a sofa looking out at the Aegean Sea with somebody who I'd probably never speak to usually. That just sums up what's been going on these last few days.
Now, I've got a question. Is this the Mediterranean Sea or is the Aegean Sea?
It's the Aegean Sea.
What's the Mediterranean Sea then?
It's a bit further over.
Oh, I didn't see any signs.
See that wave over there?
That wave there, is that it?
That's it there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I need to ask you a question as
Go
well.
on.
You saw another band last night, Legion of the Damned.
Legion of the Damned.
How
yeah.
are they?
Great. I mean, there's quite a mix of bands actually they've booked. It's not all the same kind of metal. It really is a festival. So they were sort of, I'm going to say, towards old school metal.
Okay.
I mean, I might be completely wrong about that, but they put me in mind of listening to like Metallica or AC/DC or something like that. That sort of feel. But that was directly after the black metal of Versatile, which the performance wasn't the same, the style wasn't the same. But that's great, there's room for everything. It's a festival. And there was also the J-Rock, as I'm now calling it, from yesterday.
Yes.
With the 4 Japanese girls in short skirts doing choreography, and that's again completely different.
And I'm going to out them here, but they were one of the bands who were in the Growl vocal seminar that we saw earlier.
They
on.
were, yeah.
And they were.
Their growls were incredible on stage.
They were incredible, and it seemed effortless as well.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, really blown away by the bands as well. I have to be honest and say I didn't actually know the bands. Of course, they do have a following because they're here. They're not just an unknown quantity. But this is why you come to a festival. You discover bands. And I'm really pleased to I mean, they're a great bunch of lads.
Great bunch of lads.
And ladies.
And lasses.
There you go. Great bunch of ladies. There's a new one. Which I don't ever say, but I mean, because lads is generic.
Yeah, lads is generic.
Yeah, great bunch of lads. So, from the Aegean Sea, or the Mediterranean Sea, I'm never quite sure.
Say as well, just before you wrap it up,
Yeah.
Legion of the Damned, shout out to them as well for providing merch as well for the contest we've been hosting.
Oh, they do, yes, of course.
So we've been handing out Legion of the Damned posters and t-shirts and other bits and bobs and merch packs that they've provided for the contest. So massive props to them for supplying that.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, no, as you're saying, wherever we are, Aegean Sea.
From the middle of the ocean, from us, thanks for listening.
Bye.
A Wilco Productions podcast.
Vibrational. Here we are on the ship, the Mediterranea Metal Cruise.
Boom.
Okay. But this is just the intro.
I know.
Okay, fine.
I'm just having a good time on this boat.
Are you really? Okay. All right. Should we do that again? Let's do that again. Same shot. Don't bother pressing stop. No. Carry on. We're in Greece, on a boat for the Mediterranea Metal Cruise.
Says it there.
Okay, do it again. Okay. I'm sorry, no. You've got to let me just stop ducking with me.
Take 4. Ready?
Here we are in Greece on the Mediterranean Sea for the Mediterranea Metal Cruise.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat and we're going to talk about it and show you around. Stay tuned. Yeah, you bastards, you cunts. That's fine, that's staying in. It's not staying in, I'll cut it out, but that's fine. Alright.